Happy Tuesday. Okay, so this reading is going to cover Monday, the 26th of July, all the way into the 31st. So we're going to go ahead and jump straight into this reading. And the biggest message that I got, the thing that popped out immediately when I pulled out the first three cards, the Emperor, the Empress, and then, or I'm sorry, the Magician, the Empress, and the Tower card, was around transformation taking place regarding your fears. So the energy this week is really going to be calling for us to elevate our energies, our frequencies, our thoughts, our emotions, so that we can overcome these spaces where fear has kind of acted as an obstacle. We hadn't been willing to make that leap, right? We weren't willing to do whatever that particular thing was, or go to those places, or meet these people because of whatever fear. And those fears are the things that have stopped us from really being able to take charge of our lives in the ways that we want. Okay, so this week is really going to challenge us to do that. Now, how I pulled these cards, the first three cards that I pulled that I just mentioned, those are basically going to be the energies that I'm also looking at for the beginning, the middle, and the end of the week. Now, the bottom three cards that you see, those are going to basically just be giving me some more insight into how to expect that energy to come up. Okay. So, in the beginning of the week, this is just a general message for everyone. If you resonate, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think. If you have things come up, or if you notice things throughout your week come up, I would love to hear about them, and maybe we can talk about them. Okay. So, the beginning of the week, you have the Magician, and that's paired with this music card. Okay. And the one thing that I always think about when I see this Magician card is I think about the amount of balance, right, that has to come from this. I think about the amount of discipline that comes, right? And it falls in line even with the music, because when you think about a dancer is free and as flowing as a dancer is also extremely disciplined. Okay. And so what I'm getting is that in the beginning of the week, go with the flow. You're going to be being shown things. You're going to be being shown people's true character. You're going to be being shown the truth about how you need to stand in relationships or partnerships of any kind. Okay, it doesn't matter whether we're talking business, romantic, friendships, family, your relationship with yourself, right? Regardless, you're going to be experiencing basically an exposing, right? And this is not to be some negative message at all. The exposure that's taking place is going to help you to transform, right? So do not be afraid of the spotlight that you may find yourself in, or may just find areas of your life or your relationships in. Okay. Now, going into the middle part of the week with the Empress and Truth and Integrity. Okay, so the first thing that I thought about with the Empress, I thought about mother, right? I thought about that nurturing energy. I thought about that healing energy. I thought about the transformation that takes place from, when you were just a single woman, or a single man, and before you have children, right? You go through an unexplainable transformation from being just a single person only responsible for self, to now you have these children, right? There's a transformation that takes place. There is a death and a rebirth that takes place, or a birth that takes place, right? And so basically, what you're looking at in the middle part of your week is that transition, right? From you kind of shedding off the old, you're shaking off any old fears, you're shaking off anything that does not resonate, that does not fit with this frequency, this energy that you have made the intention of manifesting in your life. simply because of the way that you have decided or whatever your decision has been about dealing with the energies, the fears that are coming up this week, right? Again, I said that the fears, those energies that come up are going to help to transform you. And so how you deal with them will be a direct indication as to what you can expect to experience next week, okay, and the weeks to come, and how things kind of roll out for you, right? Did you allow your fears to take over? Did you allow yourself to fall into a slump? Because this transitionary period during the middle of the week, if that is the case, could feel very frightening. It could feel very stressful. So if you find yourself in that space, realize that you need to shift how you're moving with the energies that are presenting themselves to you. Okay, make sure that you're standing in alignment with the truth. The truth is that those fears are not bigger than you. They're not stronger than you. If you are experiencing those energies coming up, they're simply coming up so that you can release them, so that you can let them go, so that you can heal those spaces and empower yourself in those vacant spaces within you. Okay. Now, going into the last part of the week. Oh, well, actually, one more thing I want to say about the middle of the week. One of the things that's going to help you to transform that energy is to really tune into how this energy during the middle part of this week is going to start building up a lot faster. Manifestations are going to be taking place a lot quicker. So, watch your words, watch your thoughts, watch your actions, because all of those things are going to be manifesting. Okay. And then moving into the final part of the week, the last part of the week, you will be experiencing, it does not matter how that takes place. Now, again, the general message looks like it's going to be a positive experience, right, for most people, but it is going to be a massive life-changing shift that either begins to happen, whether it's something that happens over the next week or two, or whether this is a transformation that happens immediately, right then, right there, and it changes your life, right? And this feels like this could be in mindset, right? This feels like this could be in your emotional states, the way that you move through those emotions, the way you deal with them, and how those things charge and drive your mind, right? Because you're dealing with the fears. The fears attack the mind, they attack the emotions, and most people, when they get into those spaces, they're all over the place, right? They're not centered, they're not grounded, and so they don't make moves coming from a solid foundation. Okay, so that's why it's going to be important this week to make sure that you're doing those things that help you to ground yourself and center yourself. And then the last thing for this week is expect there to be some physical manifestations as well. This is not just mental and emotional, but those are going to be some of those more major ways that this energy shows up. And those are the energies that you need present to then create even more physical manifestations. Okay. I'm really feeling like there's going to be some things around home, around friendships, relationships, that kind of thing. Expect those things to shift, to change. There are going to be manifestations around them, information that comes out about them this week. And those things are going to help to propel you forward. Also look out for new work opportunities for those of you who have been looking for work, or just wanting to, if you have your own business, you're wanting to take it to the next level. Expect this week to have everything that you need to make those changes, to manifest what it is that you're going for. So go for it with the intention that you will not be stopped. You will do what you need to do. You will make it happen. And at the end of this whole thing, you are going to be standing with the crown, with the gold, with the glory. Okay? All right. Love you all, and we will meet up again next week. All right. Bye.